She said, I don't know what's going on, but the friends done texted and called me, and then he said that you gave him my number. As they were talking on the phone, he's basically just trying to turn us against each other. Said she didn't really give him the time of day, hung up on him. I said, well, I didn't give him your number, and she said that she knew that and that she knew that it was Mr. Million just basically fucking with her. I'm like, just like how he's fucking with me, trying to text me off a text-free app, trying to intimidate me to not come. When we got off the phone, I literally had a pit in my stomach because I knew then I had fucked up again. Being way too nice and way too trusting, I should have known that the friend was playing me the entire time. When I pulled up to her shop, I literally lapped around a couple times because I said I got to check out the scene before I just pull up. I knew his bitch ass was trolling me, but I still had to make sure for my safety. I let her know that I was there, and when she came outside the building, we both were so hesitant towards each other because we really didn't know what was going on. I was looking every which way. I'm like, is this really about to be a setup? When we had got up to her suite, the door was shut, and when she had pushed it open, I literally held my breath. It ended up only being just us two there, and the TV, wall mount, rug was just sitting right there waiting on me. We sat there, chopped it up for a few seconds, laughed about it, and then she helped me take everything to my car. I was still trying to prove myself to her that I was not lying about what I had bought. My ass, I even brought the damn phone case box and the box for the little storage disc that he had brought. Once he had got in my car, he instantly opened half of that shit and he had just left the boxes in the trash in my back seat. I literally didn't even realize until that day when I had went up there because I had cleaned my back seat out to put the TV in it. She didn't give a fuck about that shit. She told me she believed me. I was there for less than 20 to 30 minutes, but I left up out of there with the stuff. I barely made it halfway down the road. I get another text message from a different number. I'm like, okay, Mr. Million. One, you know whose number you're texting and who you're talking to. Two, you went to Google my name, and you found names associated with me. You thought you ate and found my dad, but William is my uncle. And I told you that my dad got into a motorcycle accident, not that he was sick. Three, you hope me and her can fight. For what? Then he calls me. I'm like, okay. So I called the detective that I had spoke with previously, told him about everything that was going on and if this was something that needed to be added to my case. He said that it wasn't relatable and that I needed to go to my local police department since it had happened here and not there. And also said that it hadn't been any updates on my case yet. It was already getting late by then, and I knew the police station would be closed by the time I got back. I texted the friend and I told him, you've been playing both sides. And he replied and said, no, he hadn't. And he's been at work and he was about to call me. This man called me. Of course, I did not answer. I had got home at like 7:30, 8 o'clock, something like that. I had been driving, adrenaline rushing, thoughts going crazy all day long. So I was just chilling out. As I'm doing that, I get another text message from a different number. Once he texted me this, I knew then that in fact and indeed that it was him texting and calling me all day long from all these different numbers. The total ended up being 4 different numbers. Not even 5 to 10 minutes after I get that text message, the friend texts me and asks, did I text him from a different number? I didn't respond at first, but then I thought to myself, did Mr. Million text his friend trying to act like he was me and on some other shit? So I just replied back and I said no. That next morning, the friend texted me and asked me, did you get all your stuff? I didn't even respond back to him. I blocked his number. Not even an hour later, I kid y'all not. My sister is calling me, telling me that a random number done texted and called her phone. After she sent me this, I just went straight to the police station.